Today, we are going to explore the evolving investment dynamics in Africa by major global players China, the European Union, the United States, and India. We will see the motivations behind their increasing interest in Africa, focusing on economic factors, demographic trends, opportunities, and challenges. We will examine the shifting labor dynamics in Africa with its burgeoning young workforce against the backdrop of aging populations in China and the European Union. The analysis underscores the constraints and opportunities faced by each major player in harnessing Africa's potential and shaping the emerging new world order. In recent years, Africa has emerged as a focal point of international investment due to its vast untapped resources, growing consumer markets, and strategic significance. Major global powers, including China, the European Union, the USA, and India, have all intensified their engagement in the continent. China's investment in Africa is characterized by its Belt and Road Initiative, which emphasizes infrastructure development. Through loans, grants, and investment, China aims to secure access to natural resources and create new trade routes. China's state owned enterprises play a significant role in these investments. China now investing around $300 billion and around 10,000 Chinese firms are building railways, roads, bridges, and ports. China's investment and the trade activities in Africa have been extensive and widespread across various countries. Some of the African countries where China has been investing and trading significantly include Angola, South Africa, Nigeria. China has been involved in infrastructure projects in Kenya, including the construction of the standard gauge railway connecting Nairobi and Mombasa. China has invested in Ethiopia's infrastructure, including roads, railways, and industrial parks. The Chinese built Addis Ababa Djibouti railways. The European Union's engagement in Africa focuses on trade, development aid, and investment in areas such as renewable energy, agriculture, and governance. The European Union now is investing around 150 billion euro in African countries and around 300 billion euro at the global level as a response to BRI, whereas China's BRI expands to around $1 trillion at the global level. European Union's economy is around $16 trillion against China's 18 to 19 trillion on nominal basis. The US's investment approach includes public-private partnership, private investments, entrepreneurship promotion. It aims to foster economic growth, innovation, and stability in Africa with a focus on sectors such as technology and healthcare. USA and its allies in G7's response to BRI is in the form of B3W, which is slow and bureaucratic as compared to BRI being run by an autocratic one-party government in China. Even the European Union has to seek the consent of the 27 members before taking such initiatives. It is in this context that B3W could not properly take off up till now. The US's investments on bilateral basis in Africa cover a wide range of sectors, including energy and infrastructure, technology and telecommunications, healthcare initiatives, including funding for programs to combat diseases like HIV, AIDS, malaria, and Ebola, agriculture and food security, and trade and investment promotion. Some of the countries that have been involved in US investment initiatives in Africa include Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, and Ethiopia, Senegal as well. India's investments in Africa encompass a variety of sectors, including infrastructure development, energy and power, agriculture and food security, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, information technology, and telecommunications. The countries involved are Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, Ethiopia, and Uganda. As regards motivations for investing in Africa, it is Africa's demographic dynamics and availability of cheap working force. According to one estimate, By 2030, around 43% young people will be living in Africa, and around 25% world population will be only in Africa by 2050, mostly in Egypt, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Congo. The reason being the fertility rate per woman is highest in Africa, on the average 4 for whole Africa, whereas in Italy and European Union it is just 1.24, and in Nigeria it is 5.31. That means shrinking population along with aging as well in the European Union. Availability of this cheap workforce was the main investment attracting point in China after the introduction of market reforms in 1978. Now the China has started facing the problem of aging of population. That is why it is looking beyond China to investment. Now 60% of African population is under 25. By 2050, the 54 countries of Africa will be housing 2.5 billion people. At the same time, it is not industrialized with South Africa exception. 70% of Africa is agriculture and has the lowest wages in the world. Hence, huge opportunity for the world countries to invest. All major players seek access to Africa's abundant natural resources to fuel their industries and economic growth. Africa is rich in coltan, cobalt. Congo is, the most surplus in this regard, copper and platinum. China particularly needs these minerals a lot for its huge consumption appetite. Africa's growing population presents a significant consumer market for goods and services, attracting investment for market expansion. Investments in Africa enable global powers to strengthen diplomatic ties and gain influence in international organizations. As regards constraints, political instability, corruption, inadequate infrastructure, and insufficient education systems pose challenges to investment in Africa. The most stumbling block has been the corruption and civil unrest. Africa's global corruption index point is 33 against 100 for the cleanest countries of the world. As regards opportunities, improving governance, enhancing infrastructure, and investing in human capital can unlock Africa's potential and create an enabling environment for investment. However, China's continued infrastructure investment could foster economic growth and resource access, but concerns about debt sustainability and local job creation need to be addressed. Closer collaboration through sustainable investment projects could solidify European Union Africa ties while promoting the European Union's values and interests. The USA's focus on innovation and technology can drive mutually beneficial partnerships, but security concerns and competition may pose challenges. Leveraging its expertise in technology and agriculture, India can forge strategic alliances for sustainable development in Africa. In conclusion, this geopolitics is going to shape the 21st century amidst the global challenges for climate change and cyber threats. Africa's rising prominence in the global investment landscape signifies a pivotal shift in the New World Order. China, the European Union, the USA, and India are all striving to capitalize on Africa's potential, leveraging their respective strengths. While demographic disparities shape their investment strategies, a holistic approach that addresses governance, infrastructure, and human capital development is essential to unlocking Africa's growth and creating a win-win scenario for all stakeholders. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you.